This is news that I'm really excited about, and that is the fact that Tubi has saved the long since shelved project Demascus that was supposed to be on the AMC, but like top of 2023, they ended up canceling it. Mind you, all of the episodes were already shot. And so what I already liked about the project was that it was a sci-fi comedy and it starred Okieriete Onaodowan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. My apologies if I did mess it up. But he starred as a 33-year-old black man who uses experimental and reality-bending tech to navigate the chaos of modern life and to find the answer to life's biggest question, which is, what does it take to be a good man? Now, the project was originally supposed to be on AMC. They ended up canceling it. It was sat on the shelf. We saw first look images. We did not see any teasers or anything of it. But it also starred Hubert, Martin Lawrence, Caleb Ebhart, Shakira Janae Pay. I loved it. It sounded interesting. First off, you had me at sci-fi, you had me at comedy. But I remember when it got canceled, and I remember feeling away, and I think people were feeling away. So I'm so happy that not only is it coming back, it's coming back in August. So it's like we don't even have to wait a very long time to see it. I'm very excited to see it, mainly because the show was already shot. So all this money went into making the show just to let it sit on the shelf. And so now it's getting a second chance at life that it very much deserved. And what would be cool is the reception from this project actually brings on a second season because it is only 6 episodes. The project premieres August 7th on Tubi. Tubi has been doing some very interesting things, whether they're collaborating with Kickstarter, invested in Kickstarter's Film Stream Collective Fund, and that goes into funding projects that are pretty much in post-production. They just need money to get them across the finish line. And they're also bringing some finished projects that are on Kickstarter onto Tubi. Not only are they investing in the project and they're already bringing projects from Kickstarter to Tubi, but they also teamed up with Kickstarter to select 10 of the projects, and they will fund the rest. They will put it on Tubi for, I want to say it's 3 months exclusively, but you'll also receive ad revenue share. They also have a collective where they took a bunch of content creators from YouTube and they put them on their platform. Tubi, in my opinion, people sleep on it, people don't like it. For me, I tend to watch throwbacks. Like they had coffee and I was so happy for that, so I watched it. But I love the show Borders. I don't shut up about that show. I love it so much. And they had that. On top of the fact that, but what they're doing with Demascus, and they're taking a shelved project that was already finished and they're finally giving it a place, I see a trend. And so the question is, will we see more of Tubi taking projects that studios sat on, didn't want to release for whatever reason, and push them out? And then what would be interesting to see, this is just a thought, I feel like there's a lot of pilots that never make it past pilot land. We never see them, they never go anywhere, and the project itself just doesn't leave the ground floor. But I would be very interested if Tubi started picking up pilots and they created a whole pilot series, where you could just go watch a bunch of unaired pilots to study the audience and see what are people interested in. Hollywood is a very risk-averse industry, as much as it seems like it's not. It's extremely risk-averse. And so I think with something like Tubi taking shelved projects and partnering up with creatives and all of that, I don't know. I'm interested to see what Tubi and other fast channels are going to do, which leads me to my next question. Do you think the streaming future is fast? Do you think it's going to lean more towards free ad-supported TV versus these paid-for programs? The reason I say that, and this is just something that I've been paying attention to, is the fact that, yes, Tubi is one of the most popular, but we have a lot of fast channels. You have Pluto TV, you have Mansa TV, you have Tyler Perry. I don't know if it launched yet, but he has his own. 50 Cent has 50 Cent Action with Lionsgate. CNN is about to drop their own fast channel. Essence is about to drop their own fast channel. Like, there's so many fast channels across the board and just coming out that I'm interested to see, are more people going to lean towards fast? Because let's be honest, we went from paying for platforms like Prime Video to not have ads. But now, like for me, the level I pay for, they say you get limited ads. No, baby. I paid for no ads. So now you're giving me ads. What are we doing this for? Either way, there's so many platforms and it's so much money. Like it doesn't make sense anymore. And it's just like, I still think streaming is, what's a scam that's not a scam? Streaming. I think streaming is a scam, but it didn't intend to be a scam. I think when it came out, we got hit with COVID. Everybody wanted to come out with their own streaming platform. So nobody fixed the model of streaming services. And so now everybody has their own streamer and they keep moving the goalpost and we keep having to pay for it. And so I'm just interested as I'm seeing more fast channels come up. Well, what are you going to do? I don't have the answer, Sway, but I just think as an audience member, what are you leaning more towards? Are you leaning more towards just because you're already watching ads on all of these platforms, just like, you know what? I'm canceling all these streamers and I'm just going to get the fast channels because they're free. I'm already watching ads anyway for things I pay for, so I might as well watch it for free. And they're expanding not only with the amount of fast channel platforms, but the amount of content, original, nostalgic, and up and coming, right? And I think with everything happening and how Hollywood is constantly just recycling the same stuff, it's just really interesting to see what are people going to lean more towards. I'm going to be honest, my bank account's telling me fast. I'm going to miss out on certain things, but it's just like, it really isn't making sense anymore. There's a lot of TV shows that I just watch reruns of, like Nikita, which be on Tubi. So that's just my take. I'm just curious of that. So how do you feel about Demascus going to be picked up on Tubi? Are you hope this creates like a change where now streamers are like, you know what, what's that project that's been sitting collecting dust that never seen a light of day but already is done and we just got to package it a little bit? We'll take it. Will we see an influence on that? How do you feel about Tubi and what Tubi's doing? Are you a fan of Tubi? Have you ever been a fan of Tubi? And are you leaning towards fast? Do you see the industry going more fast? Are your pockets getting rid of streaming platforms to just sign up for the free platforms? I don't have the answers for you, but I'm just curious to know your thoughts. See you in the comment section.